Hello everybody, this is Sneaky the Lost, and I am coming to you today in Factorio. And this is going to be kind of a video reply to a series that Vechs is doing, or Vechs is doing, however you want to pronounce his name. I can never seem to do it right. I just always put in too many SSSSs on the end, because he seems to do so occasionally as well. So, here's what we're going to be doing today. First off, disclaimer. This is not a critique of what Vechs is doing. This is not a criticism of what Vechs is doing. This is an alternative to what he is doing that I prefer to use, mostly for my OCD-ness. What he's showing you to do is perfectly acceptable. It will work. And I don't claim to be some kind of Factorio guru. I've just played the game for a while. So, with that out of the way, a couple of things. First off, as you can see, my mining drills are laid out in a different format than his. I used the exact same seed, by the way. What was it? Let me move 8675309. Here we go. Yeah, not really sure where he got that number from. It's just kind of, just an odd number, I guess. So, with that, and unfortunately the lights are going dark here, but let's see what we can do here. So what he did was several rows with one mining drill each. This is one row of belts with about 5 drills each. Now the reason he did what he did is because he's trying to get rid of this hoopty little peninsula of ore, which is not a bad idea, actually, because that gives you more area to clear out to use without having to worry about, oh no, there's ore under there that I'll never be able to use because I've got crap on it. So, not saying what he did was bad, but I'm just saying this is how I prefer to lay out my mining drills, where I've got 2 spaces between them to maximize my efficiency for my mining drills, and wherever there's one, I put another one on the other side to automatically balance out the thing so it's fully saturated, no splitters required. Same thing with the copper, but you notice I've only got 4 drills on copper, but I got 10 on iron. And that's because early game, you're going to be using a lot more iron than you are copper. A whole lot more. Probably once you get to petroleum refining, that'll change and it'll be more evenly balanced. But until then, if you're going, okay, do I want to mine more iron or mine more copper? The answer is more iron. This is also my setup here for thing. You notice this whole site isn't even being used. I deliberately have not put any of these inserters over here yet because I don't need them. I've got almost no production of whatsoever. I mean, it's just, yeah. Yeah. I got so much production in reserve, it's not even funny. Currently, everything is shut off because it's all backed up. It'll come back up again, but I'm not using a fraction of what I can produce here. And also, here's another thing that I'm doing. Again, I've got this set up like this, and pulling off of the same coal vein that he's pulling off of, but I'm kind of bringing it down here in almost a similar kind of main belt or main bus system here, and I'm going to show you what I do differently. So let's go ahead, get started building. So first off, let's see. I'm just trying to calculate here. Yeah, right here is where we'll go. Just like that. And then over here, we kind of make the block. And now we've got a system set up where we've got coal, iron, coal. And you're probably asking at this point, Sneaky, why are you doing this? You don't need twice as much coal as you need iron. And the answer is simple. Upgrade space. Watch. So what I'm going to do, he's going to go here, skip a space, go here, skip a space, go here, skip a space, go here, skip a space. And then same concept. So I'm actually laying it out in a different design than he's done. He's done what's called an inline design. Basically, what he's done is ores in, plates out. I'm doing things a little bit differently here, where I've got, it still goes ores in, plates out, but all of the processing goes perpendicular to what will eventually be the bus. Now, why? The answer is modularity, and also upgrading. Here's the thing. Eventually, you are going to upgrade these things to a larger, more efficient furnace. And it's an electric furnace. It does not need coal, which is why Vechs did not basically merge coal and their ores together, because he didn't, because he knew that eventually we're going to have to get rid of that coal, and you don't want to have a line tainted with some coal thrown into the middle. It gets kind of hoopty and all of this other stuff. So this is the basic setup. It's similar to what he's been doing. But now, wait a minute, Sneaky, how are you going to get this stuff out of here? Well, let me show you. So we've got these guys going, and yeah, I'll power this all in just a second. But I'm wanting to lay it out first, because I'm wanting to explain how it works, and then we'll hook it all up. Okay? So, here we go. And here we go. Here we go. Ah, right. Ooh, no. No, that is not right. Oh, that's right. There we go. Problem solved. Oh, right. Let's actually do this right here. There we go. Now, you're probably going, hey, Sneaky, wait, why? This is way hoopty. Well, it actually isn't. And I'll show you why here in just a second. And then we've got that guy. There we go. So, what are we doing here? Well, what we're doing here we go. And then over here. Yeah. And there we go. Now everyone is happy and everyone is producing. Here's the thing. When you upgrade these guys, they're not going to need coal. They're just not. And yeah, I've been there. Let me just throw a couple of these things in here because I've got it in my inventory. Because I've had to break this down and redo it a couple of times to make sure I get the video done right. But basically what this does, and the reason I like doing this, is that this gives me a main bus that is expandable and a modular refining system. Because when these guys upgrade, this coal line goes away. So these inserters go away. This inserter goes right where this coal line is. Rinse, wash, repeat. So this gives me the 3x3 area that I'm going to want. So the external side from here to here isn't going to change. But basically, instead of this 2x2, it'll go out to where these inserters are. This coal line goes away, and this inserter gets pushed over one and just pulls from here. And then you just run power down here, and you're done. And because you'll, by that point, have the advanced power poles made with steel that have a larger radius of effect, you'll be able to keep both sides powered that way. And so what this does is, say I'm running low on iron. I need more iron. Dude, 10 furnaces is not enough iron. I know, it sounds absolutely ridiculous right now, especially at this stage of the game. What do you mean I need more iron? Trust me, you will. Trust me, when you have a fully functional whole facility, everything uses iron or copper. One or the other, everything you produce in the entire game uses it. This is your choke point for everything that happens in your factory. And so you're going to want to be able to make it bigger, stronger, better. We can do it now. We have the technology. Actually, we have the modularity. Because the thing is, you can take this, blueprint it, copy, paste, 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 however many you need to get it done to be able to keep up with your demand for iron out here. You can do that with this. But Vechs is by doing it inline, by going, putting a smelting facility here and going ore in, processing here, and then main bus out. He really doesn't have any growth room without getting really darn hoopty, which means he's going to have to tear it all down and build a new one eventually. So I like this design better, where I'm doing my ore smelting perpendicular to my main bus. And then, for here, I just rinse, wash, and repeat. Here we go. Here we go. Actually, what we're going to do here is we're going to slide this one over to here. And then do a hoop-de-loop. Yep, that is its official name now. I have named it. It is the hoop-de-loop. Hoop-de-loop, hoop-de... But no, wrong, no. Boom, done. Because that gives me the space I need for this thing coming back up here. And then we just go, okay, belts. Come up here. And let's go ahead and build a few more of these happy fellows. Only building about 4 of them right now because it's really all I need. And then, where did those belts go? Oh, I'm out of belts. Okay, well, we can fix that. Oh yeah, right-clicking makes 5 at a time. Really, really handy when you are making things in bulk. And then he goes here, and he will go here. And just get rid of these. And you. And we go here. And then we do the hoop-de-loop. There we go. And 2. Whoops. Too close. Too close. You go away. You go away. 1 out, because remember, you need a space for your inserters. And then we're just rinsing, washing, and repeating here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys are going down here. You guys are going down here. You guys are going in here. And then we just power it up. Yep. Wrong one. There. There we go. Copper is in production. So, I like this system. It's more modular. But ultimately, at the end of the day, what he's doing absolutely will work. Absolutely will work. It's just that I do this because I like, making sure that things actually, it's more thinking long term is what it is. There. Now, what is going on with the coal here? Oh. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway. So, that's an alternative way to do your smeltery. One last thing before I go. The ratio of mining to smelting. Early game, for every one of these bad boys, you're going to want 2 basic, can support basically 2 of these basic furnaces. Okay? So 1 to 2 ratio. For every miner, you got 2 smelters. So basically, I've only got about half as much smelting as I've got for mining. Because remember, I've got 10 mining drills. I can support 20 of these guys. I can do copy, paste, be running no problem. Later on, the electric furnaces are twice as efficient, so it's going to be a 1-to-1 ratio. And then you start getting into modules and upgrades, and things get really hoopty and different. But we're not going there right now. So early game, if you want to make sure you don't run out of raw ores, make sure that for every 2 furnaces, you've got 1 mining drill. You're going to be good to go. So, and again, I would like to say, I am not critiquing Vechs'. I'm not criticizing him. What he's doing is awesome. He's doing a great job. I'm just providing an alternative way, an alternative system of doing things. So, this is Sneaky the Lost, signing off.